This practice is the practice of being present in your mind, in your breath, in your body, and not just being present, but also fully activated in your body, so that in the situation when you want to be able to activate any part of your body, you're able to do it instantaneously, and also to be able to do it in a way to be agile, to be nimble. I got active in yoga, gosh, it's probably 30 plus years now, and have been teaching yoga for more than 20 years. And I've been doing this kind of one-on-one body work for the better part of that time, so 20 to 30 years. In the past, I've always just done it intuitively, and it works well, so I was happy with that. And now I'm really feeling the need to be able to share this with other folks. I hang around with a lot of people who do yoga, so I think often people come to me thinking like, hey, can we do a private yoga practice? And I'm perfectly capable of doing that. You want to learn how to do triangle in a way that feels really solid and feels good. I'm happy to do that. Can even do it with different styles in mind. This is not about yoga per se. Really, this kind of a practice brings it down to more basic elements than what you're doing. So it's not so much like we're doing yoga or we're trying to do a triangle pose or a handstand. It brings it down to the elements of how do we breathe? What happens when we breathe? Why do we breathe? How do we make our joints really strong and flexible? And perhaps not necessarily in a particular posture, but it means I can access my breath and really know how to activate my muscles as I need to, when I need to. I am turning 64 in about 2 weeks, maybe less than 2 weeks. And I can honestly say that I have never felt better in my life. Through this kind of a practice, I feel more in touch, more in tune, more flexible than ever before, I can say that for sure, and in a lot of ways stronger than ever before. Developing my own system for practice, I've often thought I'd love to share this. This is a new era where I can speak to a camera and then address literally anybody, any place in the world, and be able to share the information that I have. With regard to in-person practice, I still am doing that here in Seattle at our Green Lake studio. If somebody is interested in getting involved one-on-one, I'm very happy to do that. But it can also be done in small group settings. So it could be 2 people, maybe a couple, or a group of 3, or even 5 people. It is a practice that requires that you learn the basics, so it's not a one-time thing. What I would love to be able to share is to find the folks who want to do this as a longer-term practice. It does not require that you do this an hour a day or 2 hours a day. This is something that you could literally do an hour a week, and it would change your life. You can use it as a foundation for everything else that you do. If you breathe better, you'll be a better skier. You'll be a better dancer. You'll have better balance. As I have said, I will be making a lot more videos. I'm planning to make little tiny videos, just sort of technique videos, specifically about how to do maybe yoga postures, things like that. But also we'll be doing some longer videos that break down the techniques of how to breathe and how to concentrate energy, and even videos on specific subjects, whether it is martial arts or self-defense or yoga or dance or any of the other things that you might be interested in. So if you get really good at doing certain kinds of things, then of course you're going to get good at those things. Think of this as being the practice for being good at everything.